Hey, it's Ross Litz and Kip Brown. Thanks for joining us this week on this week's edition of Scrap Talk. This week, Kip, it's kind of be all over the board. Okay, we get calls all the time about, hey, come to my farm and I've got some old scrap, whether it's farm equipment or barns falling down, and so we thought we'd show this to you, a little bit about what we go through on a daily, weekly basis, and we're glad to do it. It's just what we do.
Yeah.
And after we get through with this little segment, we're going to branch off and show you.
I'm going trucking after this.
You're going trucking.
I'm going trucking.
The life and death, of our truck drivers.
A day in the life of our truck drivers.
That's right. So thanks again for joining us, and thanks for all the subscribers out there. You guys have really been very supportive.
Exceeded expectations.
Absolutely. So if you haven't done yet, and this is your first time, click subscribe. We're on all the platforms, and you can, listen to us on Apple and Spotify as well. So here we are at this farm. We got a call to come out here today to check out some scrap.
Did
they know a lot about this?
I'm familiar with this property, yes. It was a dairy farm, and it's one of those, I guess you could say it's in its transition period that, it's obviously the dairy farm's not here anymore, so it's take on a new life, shed its skin and grow new,
Right. So the customer that called us said, look, can you come help us either take this metal away or bring us a container?
Yeah, the first thing was,
and you can see,
do we need a container? And I would say, just looking at the property, that a container would probably be just right for here. They're obviously going to take all this down and have it sorted so where they can put it in, because obviously our containers are pretty important to us. We can't just leave them laying out. So it needs to be done in a fairly quick manner.
We try to not leave our containers more than about 30 days.
Yeah.
But that's more than enough time if they're working the project to get the metal down. Most of the time they'll use equipment, whether it's a backhoe or skid steers or whatever they can to tear this stuff down and load it in the containers.
And us being here in Tennessee, there are a lot of properties like in the rural areas this, I know people are watching all over, and they might be in Los Angeles going, well, there's nothing like that around here. But in Tennessee, and I imagine a lot.
Oh, East Tennessee, it was a farming agriculture community back in the day.
Yeah, any rural community was going to have stuff like this. But just looking at it, I see the steel, and what they didn't realize is that there's electricity running through this barn. So there is copper wire in there that, you can see it hanging down, the Romex variety, hanging down right there. So, they were just going to throw it all in the same pile, and they just...
Right. So we want to help educate them to say, hey, that's more valuable than just throwing it in your regular scrap.
Yes,
Now, Kip, what about the wood? What will we do about that wood?
The wood will be... a lot of this tins just so it'll just break off the wood.
Yeah. And if there's a little wood, we can handle that.
Yeah, we'll make adjustments.
Make adjustments for the weight or something, but we have a shredder, so we can throw it through our shredder.
Yeah, the shredder won't have any problem with it, but, with adjustment on the wood as far as weight and not really a big issue for us.
But my understanding, all this is coming down. This gate.
This gate is coming down.
Coming down. All the roofing material is all metal.
We'll take a walk around, and there's a lot going here that's...
Well, let's take a walk around, and we'll come right back to you. Hey, it's Ross and Kip again. So we're still at this same farm, and we've been walking around just checking some things out. Kip, you're right. This was the old dairy.
Absolutely.
And we're sitting here. Yeah, I don't know what you call this.
It's called the milking parlor.
The milking parlor. So
cows have parlors.
They do. Okay, so obviously you're a little more familiar with the milking of cows than I am.
Get your hands dirty with it, Ross. Get your hands dirty.
So all of this is coming out.
It's coming out. Like I said, this is a block building. The building is still, the integrity's there with the structure. So,
but this building's got to be 80 years old.
It's pretty old.
So all this is steel, right?
All this is steel. But now, looking up here, like, with the
Yes,
any kind of
stainless
food,
pipe.
yeah, any
stainless
kind of
pipe.
food, there's the stainless.
Right. So we're going to educate them to, if they can, to separate this.
As far as they know, that's just steel. They have no idea.
We want to help them,
Absolutely,
right? So
we help
if they can get more money, more power to them, right?
Yes.
So they got some stainless in here. They got some steel pipe.
And there are electric motors in the ceiling
that pump the milk.
that run the feed. Obviously, there was feeders here, so there were electric motors up there that run augers. That
Right.
to look around here, I'd say there's stuff that we can't even see that would be valuable.
So the point is, when we get calls to come out, this is a great example. We normally come out to the site to check it out, to talk to the customer, find out what their needs are, whether they need a 20-yard bin or a 40-yard bin or whatever the case is. And
Yeah, we don't want to.
try to see the materials that they even have to educate them, whether they separate the insulated copper or the stainless pipe. Maybe they carry that in their pickup truck if there's not much, but still, it's a lot more valuable than just throwing it in their scrap.
Yeah, and this would justify being. This farm would justify being. And, some people call you and
Right.
and they feel like they need a bin till they get it, and they really need a bin.
Right.
And so there's more metal here that a bin would be beneficial here.
Yeah.
Necessary, very necessary.
So this is excellent. Now you're going to take us on down the road here, and we're going to see where you went to stop today and different places. So can't wait to see that, what's going on. But we're going to go there now, right?
Yes.
So this is just a great episode. So just stay tuned. We'll be right there.